Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Cops arrest second schoolboy seen beating student in viral video. Another of the boys being sought for the beating of a student at the Denham Town High School is now in police custody. Police confirmed that the teen was taken to the Kingston Western Police by his parents late Thursday evening. He is currently being processed and is to be slapped with assault charges, reporters understand. A first boy was already taken into custody and charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. He is to appear in the family court on Monday, February 27, 2023. The Denham Town Police have reported that about 11:45 a.m., a boy was forced into a classroom and assaulted by a student at the institution. A viral video of the incident has been making the rounds on social media. Office of the Prime Minister hit by cyber attack. The Office of the Prime Minister (OPM) says it has been the subject of a cyber attack. In a media release on Thursday, it said a team of cybersecurity experts from the Cyber Incidents Response Team and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency is working aggressively to assess the extent of the attack. The OPM wishes to assure the public that all efforts are being made to protect the personal information of our staff and stakeholders. The OPM takes the security of our system and data very seriously and is working diligently to address the situation, it stated. The OPM said the government's operations have not been affected by this incident. Teen charged for pulling gun, beating man in St. Catherine. A 16-year-old boy accused of using a gun to threaten a man has been charged by the police. The St. Catherine boy is charged with assault at common law, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, malicious destruction of property, and assault occasioning bodily harm. His court date is being finalized. The incident happened in Shelter Rock in Spanish Town on December 18, 2021. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that the teen and his accomplice went to the man's house armed with guns and threatened to kill him. It is also alleged that the man was beaten and his cell phone damaged during the incident. A report was made to the police and the teen was arrested and charged on Wednesday, February 15. University student who assaulted female slapped with 2 additional charges. The University of the West Indies student who allegedly held a female in his room for 3 days against her will and assaulted her has been slapped with 2 additional charges. 20-year-old Matthew Hyde of Bremer Avenue in Kingston was previously charged with assault occasioning grievous bodily harm. He was also to answer to charges of malicious communication and false imprisonment. The charges follow recommendations from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions on the incident which reportedly occurred at one of the UWI's halls of residence last week. Reports are that between Monday, February 6 and Thursday, February 9, Hyde allegedly held the young woman against her will repeatedly, beating and burning her with a closing iron. Hyde was arrested after campus police alerted the local authorities of the incident. 4 guns seized in St. Elizabeth police military operation. 4 guns have so far been seized in a joint police military operation in Great Bay, St. Elizabeth, early Thursday morning. In a social media post, the Jamaica Constabulary Force said the security forces intercepted a drugs for a gun criminal syndicate trading marijuana for illegal weapons and ammunition between Jamaica and Haiti. 4 shotguns, 70 rounds of ammunition and 4 magazines have been seized. The police have not indicated if any arrests have been made in relation to the incident. Man killed by police in Ocho Rios was known violent producer, says cop. The police are reporting that the man who was fatally shot by lawmen in Ocho Rios St. Anne on Thursday afternoon was a known violent producer. Speaking to reporters following the incident, Head of Operations for the Parish Deputy Superintendent DSP Kevin Francis said that the man, whose identity is being withheld, was on bail for previous crimes. The deceased person has been identified. What we can say is that this person recently reported on condition at the Ocho Rios police station. He is one of the violent producers. He is a person who is reported on condition of bail for crimes previously committed, he said. Reports were that about 12:05 p.m., the man was aboard a vehicle from where shots were reportedly fired at the police. One of the occupants was hit and he was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. DSP Francis said the vehicle in which the men were traveling fit the description of a motor vehicle used in a robbery on Sunday in Ocho Rios. The information we have is that police officers that are working at the CCTV room through the use of technology in monitoring our screens they observe a vehicle which fits the description of the motor car that was used in a robbery on Sunday in the town of Ocho Rios. As a result, the police attempted to intercept the vehicle and tried to accost the occupants thereof. The police, observing that one of the occupants of the vehicle pointed a gun at the police, the policeman took evasive action and fired in the direction of the vehicle. The vehicle sped off and crashed some distance away from the original location of the incident, and one man was found suffering from gunshot wounds, he said. He said the other occupant of the vehicle is being sought by the police. There was another man who was in the vehicle who ran from the police. The police made several efforts to locate the individual. We have not yet done so we are still searching, he said. We have images of the individual, which we are currently carrying out some investigations. We have also identified the owner of the vehicle, and we are asking for these persons to come forward to assist the police with this investigation as best as possible, he added. Former national basketballer Simone Edwards is dead. Former Jamaican basketballer Simone Edwards, who became the first Jamaican player to compete in the WNBA in the United States of America, has died. Edwards died yesterday after a lengthy battle with ovarian cancer. She was 49. An American basketballer coach first scouted Edwards despite her not playing the sport in high school. She made her mark in junior college at Seminole State, Oklahoma, becoming the first All-American in school history, moving to university, where she led them in the field goal percentage during the 1996 to 1997 season. In 1997, Edwards was picked as a development player for New York Liberty in the WNBA for 3 years, but failed to play in any match until she joined the expansion franchise Seattle Storm in 2000. She would not only be player featured in every game of the franchise's first 6 seasons, winning a WNBA title in 2004. Nicknamed the Jamaican Hurricane, she would retire from the WNBA in 2006 as the team's all-time leader in rebounds, game and minutes. She also played professionally in Europe and Israel. She coached Jamaica's national women's team to the Caribbean Championship in 2014 and had assisted coaching stints at the collegiate level at Radford University and George Mason University. Edwards was conferred with the Order of Distinction in 2017. Prime Minister rejects conflict of interest claims, refer matter to lawyers. Prime Minister Ocho Rios has said he strongly disagrees with the findings of the Integrity Commission report concerning a possible conflict of interest by him in relation to the award of government contracts to the company of a business associate. He has referred the matter to his lawyers. The investigation surrounds allegations that contracts were awarded to Westcon Construction Limited between 2006 and 2009, and that there is a connection and/or relationship between the directors of Westcon and Mr. Holness, who was then Minister of Education, Youth and Information. The Integrity Commission has referred the report to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. But in a statement on Wednesday evening, Mr. Holness said he strongly rejects any suggestions or insinuation of wrongdoing based on his association. He noted that the award of contracts outlined in the report dates as far back as 14 to 17 years ago. In response to queries by the Integrity Commission, the Prime Minister said he made it clear that at no time have I ever exercised influence on any process for the award of contracts. He added that it has been the long-standing practice that members of Parliament are asked to recommend local contractors to undertake works in their constituencies. This practice, he said, was introduced during the 1990s and has continued across multiple administrations since. According to Mr. Holness, it is also the practice that constituency project officers for the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, are recommended by the Member of Parliament, which means it is likely these persons are already working in the constituency organization and are associated with the MP. This arrangement has never been cited as undue influence, he suggested. Mr. Holness also explained that the Integrity Commission's report ignored the circumstances of an emergency in 2008, where the Christmas work program was late in starting and workers faced a high probability of not being paid. He said he had been asked to recommend an entity to facilitate payment of the program before the close of business for the Christmas holidays, and this was done in good faith. To see this being targeted and made into something it is not is gravely disappointing, the statement said. The Prime Minister said he and the government remain committed to tackling corruption in the country, but the processes of doing so must be practical, balanced and fair to all concerned. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the